Everybody, welcome back to Miami Minute, where we discuss my favorite team, the Miami Dolphins. So, I've been spending the last week or so just being very optimistic about the Dolphins' 2022 season. There's been great videos of Tua throwing deep to Tyreek Hill. There's been a lot of reports of him developing great chemistry with all of his receivers. And it just felt like the Dolphins were moving in a positive direction, leading me to be quite optimistic. But if you've been a fan of this team for any length of time, you probably already know that optimism is not something you should have. Because no matter how well things are going, eventually something around the team will happen that will make you quite embarrassed. And so what happened here is the Miami Dolphins have had their owner suspended for only like 2 months. Not a big deal. He's been fined $1.5 million, which for a billionaire owner, not that bad. He's been taken off of all the committees he's been on. He's not allowed to go to any of the meetings till next year. But probably bigger, they've been docked a first-round pick in 2023 and a third-round pick in 2024. So, why did this happen? Well, we talked about it briefly in the last Miami Minute just a couple of days ago, but the accusations that Brian Flores levied against the team regarding tampering, specifically Tom Brady, where when he was going from New England to eventually Tampa Bay, they wanted to meet with him before the legal tampering period happened. Brian Flores wasn't for that, so he did not do that, but apparently Stephen Ross did try to get him to sign in Miami. Then the Dolphins also attempted to get Sean Payton, and they were going to try to get Sean Payton and Tom Brady to join the Dolphins this season, and Tom Brady would have been part owner. It's something that I certainly didn't really believe when I first started. It all sounded a bit far-fetched to take at face value, but apparently it was the truth. There are a couple of silver linings surrounding this, so next season we do have the 49ers pick. I do believe the 49ers will be worse than the Dolphins, so it kind of works out there. The Dolphins will have that pick to make up for not having their own pick. The other silver lining is the may have tanked for Tua. I think we can all agree that they probably did tank that 2019 season, but the comment where Brian Flores said that Stephen Ross said that if the Dolphins lose, for every loss he'll get a $100,000 bonus. That apparently was said, but in jest. And I mean, I think opening the can of worms for that would have just been too much for the NFL, because what can you really do in a league like how the NFL is set up? The only way to really succeed if you're like a mediocre to bad team is to take the assets that you have that aren't going to necessarily pay off in winning now, trade them for future draft assets, tank for a good prospect, and rebuild with younger players on cheaper deals. And then if you do kind of establish a good base, then you can sign free agents and trade for other players with the different draft capital you have. Realistically, that's the only way to succeed in the NFL if you're not a very good team. That's what the Dolphins did. I think it was kind of like, hey, we can't 100% confirm that this really did happen the way Brian Flores suggested, but we also can't really open that can of worms because there's integrity surrounding betting specifically. Every team should, in theory, try to win every game. And, I think certainly all the players will be trying to win every single game. But if you take all the talent away from a team, they'll only get so far and they'll lose more often than they will win. And that's what happened with the 2019 Dolphins. We had a couple of great wins, Philadelphia and New England. The Bengals one was fun, but ultimately we did end up getting the 5th overall pick, and we ended up getting Tua. And obviously you all know that I am a big fan of Tua, and I'm happy that that's how that worked out. But I guess the real, you know, thing here is the Dolphins lost two picks, two pretty high picks, and that does suck. Could have been worse, but we'll see what happens. I'm not the biggest Stephen Ross fan, so I was low key kind of hoping that this whole investigation would lead to him having to sell the team, but that's fairly foolish of me to ever expect. I mean, all the owners of NFL teams are billionaires. Billionaires do fucked up shit. You have Dan Snyder, you have Robert Kraft getting caught doing, to different degrees, but still kind of less than savory things. They just really aren't in the business of taking NFL teams away from owners too often. I mean, if they were really about that, they would have taken the Washington Commanders away from Dan Snyder, but they have yet to do that, so it sucks as a fan. I mean, I do feel like the Dolphins are headed in the right direction. Not having one of their first-round picks, specifically their first-round pick next season, it does suck, but, I do think the team's talented enough to get around it, and we'll see what happens. I think I am ultimately happy with how things worked out. Yeah, Sean Payton's great, but I like Mike McDaniel. I think having Tua on a rookie deal would be good. It's hard for me. I mean, I don't hate Tom Brady, but rooting for him in, a Dolphins uniform would feel a little bit like selling out. I know he'd be like an owner of the team in that scenario, so it gets like a little weird, but I guess at the end of the day, just have to say that Tom Brady must really fucking hate the Patriots if he is trying to become a part of the Miami Dolphins franchise. And we can take solace in that. So thank you so much for watching. I felt like I needed to do an update on this. Like, it'll almost be like, it's not journalism here, sports YouTuber malpractice, and kind of just try to cruise past this, especially when we do cover the Dolphins, or they are my favorite team. So hopefully you liked it. And if you like more Dolphins coverage, you're looking, I know there's a lot of great YouTubers out there, but if you're looking for another one who's pretty okay, please subscribe. We also cover all four major sports on this channel. So Sarah here is Levied Sports. You can find me on Twitter at It's being made. Our channel is on Twitter at Wicked Sport, or WQ Everything, Instagram Wicked Everything, twitch.tv/Wicked Everything, and on TikTok, search Wicked Sports. Search Wicked Everything. You will see